Welcome to the Daily. I am Vince Miller. We just study the Bible verse by verse, chapter by chapter, and I'm right here every single day. I want to give a big shout out today to Michael Forte from Astoria, Oregon. Beautiful place. Michael, thank you for being a part of this movement. You're making a difference. This devotional is for you today. We are reading Mark chapter 3, verses 28 through 30. Truly I say to you, all sins will be forgiven the children of man, and whatever blasphemies they utter. But whoever blasphemies against the Holy Spirit never has forgiveness, but is guilty of an eternal sin, for they were saying he has an unclean spirit. So this text today contains one of the most sobering statements Jesus ever made. He begins with this incredible promise, by the way. All sins will be forgiven the children of man, and whatever blasphemies they utter. I mean, there's real hope in that. No sin, that means, is too big for God to redeem. No past too messy, Michael. But it is followed by a serious warning. Here it is. Whoever blasphemies against the Holy Spirit never has forgiveness. Woo! So what is this unforgivable sin? What is it? I mean, understanding the context here is key to understanding this unforgivable sin. The religious elite, the religious leaders, were witnessing Jesus perform undeniable works of God, absolutely undeniable works of God, and then claiming that they came from Satan. And these men were not confused. They were willfully rejecting the truth as religious leaders. They were crediting the Spirit's power to the enemy himself. That is not simple disbelief. It's deliberate rejection of Jesus and the Spirit. Persistent hardness, a refusal to acknowledge the Spirit's witness about Jesus. This warning isn't for those tender believers who fear they've lost salvation. This is actually a line drawn for those whose hearts have completely closed themselves off to the truth after clearly seeing it. The unforgivable sin isn't a moment of doubt. No, it's a life of denial. It's not a stumble. It's a hardened stand. I hope you see the difference. So if you are worried you've committed the unforgivable sin, you haven't. Did you catch that? If you're worried right now that you've committed that unforgivable sin, you haven't, because that concern that you have is evidence the Spirit is still working in your heart. But this is a warning worth heeding here today. We need to stay soft to the Spirit at all times. When the Spirit convicts, we need to listen. When He draws, we need to respond. Because the longer we resist, the easier it is for our hearts to grow callous. Don't grow callous. These religious leaders did. We all have the tendency to slide into things like judgmentalism and legalism and attitudes that resist the Spirit and reject the grace of the Father and the Son. So today, listen when the Spirit calls. Don't harden your heart. Keep saying yes to God's voice and His whisper. I love you guys. I pray this has blessed you. If it has, share it with someone else, and I'll see you right back here again tomorrow.